Hello everyone. Today I am popping on to share with you and talk to you about grammar and writing for week 2. So I paired these together in my videos because a lot of times they correlate together, and I wrote both of these curriculums last year together. So they kind of go together. So let's talk about grammar first of all. So week 1 is we learned about nouns. So week 2 we're going to learn about verbs, specifically action verbs. So we have a verb song on YouTube. We're going to glue this in our marble book. We're, again, talking about action verbs. So there's a little verb poster you can hang up in your classroom. If you purchased the bundle set, grammar set 1, I have uploaded a bonus file for you just to get this little cover. Of course, I put it in a binder. So on week 2, we're talking about verbs, and there's a couple stories I want to share with you, some newer ones. This one's been around for a while. To root, to toot, to parachute. What is a verb? Super cute story. Julia Cook's one of my favorite authors too, for social skills and things like that, but she also has this cute little story called It's Hard to Be a Verb. And then this is newer to me. I'm not really sure when it was published. It says 2006, but If You Were a Verb. So these are 3 stories that you could share with the kids. This is by Michael Dowell and Sarah Gray. So on day 1, I like to glue the song in the marble book. I read a book about verbs so they kind of get familiar with what a verb is, and share the poster with them, and just do a little bit of work with verbs. So I'm going to share some of the activities for the week. So there's the My Heart verbs. So they're going to draw 4 pictures of things they love to do. So action. We do a lot of list making in grammar too. So they make a list of verbs. There are some matching activities. A lot of these are done together on the We Do slides. So we do them together, especially because not all the children can read those words. But great discussion points. Fill in the blank and underline the verbs are things you would do together. 4 things that you like to do during the different times of day or different parts of a day. So at night, in the morning, on a hot day and a cold day, they would draw a picture of what they like to do. And then again, I like to spiral my learnings. So since we learned about nouns, towards the end of the week, they're going to do a noun and verb sorts. They're going to cut and paste those pictures, and a little review assessment if you want to use it for an assessment. So I try to do picture clues too to help with that learning. There's a fun little craft that you can do at the end of the week. It says, what does a dog do? It's a doggy craft, and you're going to make the little dog, and whoops. And then you're going to give the dog some bones, so you can glue the bones on the front of him, and all the things that a dog does. So I had like chase, eat, fetch, bark, run, beg, smell, dig. These would be super cute out in the hallway or on a bulletin board. And I also did include a little cards that say barking verbs for that. So that's what I do on week 2 of grammar. Oh, I forgot one important thing. I like to have an extension into centers. So you can just print this. I printed these out on cardstock. And then at the beginning of my binder here, you can see I had this little pencil case. I actually just went to the store yesterday to buy some more, and they were 99 cents. We have a Myers here in Ohio. So, but I keep all the cards there, so they just read the card and sort it on the mat. So brushing, bones, brush, and they're all like pet themed to kind of go with the dog. So that would be a fun little extension you could put in your grammar or word work center if you do rotations in your classroom, or fast finishers or morning tubs. So love to do center extensions. All right, so then in writing for week 2, on week 1 we learned about our best spelling, and really what you want the kids to do is be independent, so they're not coming up to you to spell every word and telling them that it's okay that they're doing their best spelling and using their letter sounds to put words on paper. So this week, we're going to try to get them to write a sentence. So I like to start the week with this story written by Don and Audrey Wood, and it's called Alphabet Mystery. Years ago in first grade, I used to do a whole author study on them. They have some really adorable stories. But this book, I mean, the illustrations are unbelievable. But it's about an alphabet here, and they're all sound asleep. And it turns out that X is missing. So it's an adventure. They go on to solve the mystery of where did X go. So it's super cute about letters and sounds. But the reason I choose this story is at the very end, the letters all put themselves together to form a sentence. And it says, I love you, Mom. And then X gives lots of kisses and hugs at the end of the cake. But anyways, the point is that they built a sentence with their letters, and we talk about how that's what we're going to be working on this week, is making some sentences, some complete sentences. So we're focusing on the subject and the predicate and what makes a sentence. And we're going to use lots of visual pictures to tell the who and the what. So that's basically what they're focusing on, is the who and the what. And here's just an example. The boy, and they have to tell what is the boy doing. The girl, and what is the girl doing. Down at the very bottom, there's a little checklist that we talk about, and we go over capital at the beginning of the sentence, ending punctuation, is it written with your neatest handwriting, and are there spaces between your words. So after we write our sentences, we double check those and check them off. And to be honest, the first time we do this, first couple times, we get our highlighter out and we actually highlight the capital at the beginning of the sentence. We highlight the period. We actually even highlight between each word to show the spaces. So I like for the kids to be reflecting on their own work and their own writing. At the very end of the week, they get to draw their own picture and write their own sentence. So it's kind of an assessment to see how they did. And don't worry if they don't get subject and predicate perfectly this week, because week 3 of grammar is subject and predicates. So it kind of just spirals back into reviewing that and taking that apart and looking at that in the English language. So that is week 2, grammar and writing. Stay tuned for week 3, and I'll be back to share with you what we're doing on week 3. Have a great day.